Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we need to have a serious talk about something that could be a huge deal for anyone holding silver. I'm talking about a potential major turning point that's brewing right now. And if you have any silver in your portfolio, you're going to want to hear this. We're seeing a confluence of factors that we haven't seen in a very long time. And honestly, the word urgent isn't an exaggeration. So, grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's break down what's happening in the silver market, what it could mean for you, and how you might prepare for what's coming. This isn't just about numbers on a screen. It's about understanding the deep currents moving the global economy and how silver fits into that puzzle. First off, let's talk about the big elephant in the room: industrial demand. For years, we've known silver is a critical component in everything from solar panels to smartphones, electric vehicles, and countless other high-tech applications. But what is happening now is an acceleration of that demand on a scale that is truly staggering. The green energy transition isn't just a buzzword anymore. It's a global, multi-trillion-dollar reality. Governments and corporations are pouring unprecedented amounts of capital into solar energy infrastructure. And what's at the heart of every single solar panel? You guessed it: silver. We're talking about a demand driver that is non-negotiable and is set to grow exponentially over the next decade. Unlike gold, which is primarily a monetary metal sitting in vaults, a huge portion of silver gets used up, consumed in industrial processes. This industrial consumption is creating a structural deficit, meaning we are using more silver than we are mining each year. This isn't a forecast for the future. It's a reality of the present. And when demand consistently outstrips supply, basic economics tells us that something has to give. Now, let's layer on the second critical factor: the monetary aspect of silver. For thousands of years, silver has been money, a store of value. It's often called poor man's gold, but that nickname doesn't do it justice. In today's environment of persistent inflation and currency debasement, the appeal of hard assets is stronger than ever. People are waking up to the fact that the cash in their savings accounts is losing purchasing power every single day. They're looking for a safe harbor, a way to protect their wealth from being eroded by central bank policies. While gold gets most of the headlines, silver offers a unique proposition. It's far more affordable for the average person to accumulate, and historically, during bull markets for precious metals, silver has often outperformed gold, sometimes by a significant margin. We're seeing a growing movement of individuals, regular people like you and me, who are choosing to stack silver as a form of personal savings and insurance against economic uncertainty. This grassroots demand adds another powerful layer of support for the price. So we have skyrocketing industrial demand from the green revolution on one side, and growing investment demand from people seeking a safe haven on the other. But what makes this moment a potential turning point? It's the supply side of the equation. Mining output has been relatively flat for years. Discovering new high-grade silver deposits is becoming increasingly difficult and expensive. It can take a decade or more to bring a new mine from discovery to full production. Furthermore, a large portion of silver is mined as a byproduct of other metals like zinc, lead, and copper. This means that silver production is often tied to the economics of these other metals, not just the price of silver itself. So, even if the silver price were to double tomorrow, we can't just flip a switch and double the supply. This inelasticity on the supply side is a crucial piece of the puzzle. We're heading towards a classic supply squeeze, but on a global scale. The inventories held in major exchanges like the COMEX and the LBMA have been steadily declining. The readily available, deliverable silver is being drawn down at an alarming rate. At some point, the paper market, where contracts for silver are traded, may not be able to source the physical metal to back up those contracts. If that happens, it could trigger a massive repricing event, a moment where the market wakes up and realizes the true scarcity of physical silver. This is the turning point we're talking about. It's the moment when the physical reality of supply and demand finally overwhelms the paper derivatives market. Let's think about the historical context. Look at the gold-to-silver ratio. This ratio simply tells you how many ounces of silver it takes to buy 1 ounce of gold. Historically, this ratio has been much lower, sometimes around 15-1. Today, it's hovering in the 80-1 range, which is extremely high by historical standards. Many analysts believe this ratio is due for a reversion to the mean. If that happens, it means either gold has to come down in price, or silver has to go up significantly. given the current macroeconomic climate. With geopolitical tensions and sovereign debt issues, a major crash in the gold price seems unlikely. That leaves the other option: a substantial revaluation of silver to the upside. And moving the ratio from 80 back towards even 40 would imply a doubling of the silver price relative to gold. This isn't a guarantee, of course, but it's a powerful historical indicator that suggests silver is deeply undervalued compared to its monetary cousin. So what does this mean for you, the silver holder, or someone considering getting into silver? It means we could be on the cusp of a period of significant price discovery. The combination of inelastic supply, relentless industrial demand, and growing monetary demand creates a potentially explosive cocktail. This isn't about getting rich quick. It's about understanding the fundamental shifts happening in our world and positioning yourself accordingly. Holding physical silver is a way to own a real, tangible asset that is essential for our future technology and has served as a store of value for millennia. It's an asset that exists outside of the traditional financial system, free from counterparty risk. But it's crucial to be smart about it. Understand that precious metals can be volatile. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversification is always key to sound financial planning. This information is for educational purposes, and you should always do your own research and consult with a financial advisor to make decisions that are right for your own personal situation. The potential turning point for silver isn't just about one single factor. It's about the powerful synergy of multiple, undeniable trends, all converging at the same time. You have the unstoppable force of the green energy transition, demanding more and more physical silver. You have the immovable object of a constrained and inelastic supply. And you have the growing wave of investors and savers seeking refuge from inflation and instability. When these forces collide, the outcome can be dramatic. We're not talking about a distant future possibility. The signs are here now. The declining inventories, the structural deficits, the historic gold-to-silver ratio, it's all pointing in the same direction. For those who have been patiently accumulating silver, this could be the moment they've been waiting for. For those who have been on the sidelines, this is a critical time to pay close attention. The window to acquire this undervalued asset may not stay open for long. The story of silver in the 21st century is just beginning to unfold, and the next chapter could be the most exciting one yet. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope this breakdown gives you a clearer picture of the powerful dynamics at play in the silver market. It's a complex topic, but an incredibly important one. If you found this information valuable, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel for more deep dives into the markets and the economy. And I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think we're at a turning point for silver? What are you seeing out there? Let's continue the conversation. Stay safe, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.